We're excited about the possibility of picking blueberries. Maybe not while it's raining today, but Mary tots-ms-cheap says when the weather clears up, there are a lot of great places to do that.
Well, you know, it used to be there weren't that many places that grew blueberries in Tennessee, but now there are 80 farms in Middle Tennessee that grow them.
Really?
And a lot of them let people come and pick and just pay by the pound or by the pint or different. They all do it a little bit differently. But this is the prime time. I mean, and if you're going to pick anything, if you want to get out in the country and see a farm and do some hands-on picking, blueberries are the easiest thing ever. You know, you hear the term easy picking. Well, that's what it is right now.
We sent our photographer Mike Radford out to Golden Bell Farm yesterday in the rain. What a good guy he is. He actually shot this with an umbrella over his camera. There were a lot of people out there picking, but you know, this is a beautiful place.
It is, and they have a lot of blueberries there. They're you can see that they're just loaded. Kelly's Berry Farm up in Trousdale County, up at Castellon Springs, he has 8,000 plants up there, bushes up there, and he said that he's just never seen so many. I mean, you could pick, you and I could go pick for probably 15 minutes and have enough blueberries to last us for weeks.
Wonderful.
And they last. You know, they have a good shelf life. So in the refrigerator they'll last 2 weeks, and in the freezer I think a year or more.
Yeah. What's your favorite thing to do with blueberries?
Well, I love a blueberry pie, but you know, I like them anyway. And the thing about freezing them, a lot of people don't realize this, is that you should not wash them until you're going to eat them, whether you refrigerate them or freeze them. But to freeze them, they say you should just put them out on a cookie sheet, put it in the freezer, and let them freeze real good, and then put them in a container, a freezer container, and they'll last. You know, just take them out and.
And that
you
way
don't
they
even
don't
need to
freeze
thaw
stuck
them.
together too.
Right. And you don't even
good.
need to thaw them. They'll thaw quickly, and then you wash them as you eat them. So.
Nice. How long is the blueberry picking season?
I think it'll be most of this month. You know, it just depends, I think, on the weather and just on how many people come and pick. But I mean, it is great right now. Bottom View Farms up in Sumner County in Portland. I talked to Ralph Cook, and he said that they've got just tons of blueberries and that lots of pickers. So I would always, if you're going to go to these farms, you can go to pick10products.org and see what farms offer them. But I would always call first, because most of them have an answer machine that'll tell you whether they're still picking or what the hours are. A lot of them are not open every day, so it's better to know before you go.
Yeah, and if you're thinking about going on the 4th of July weekend, some of them are going to be closed on the 4th.
Right, but some of them are open.
Yeah.
So, you know, but it's always good to check. You don't want to drive out to one of these farms and be disappointed.
Yeah, so many of these farms too have multiple different kinds of fruit too. So, you know, you can keep going back, you know, as different things come in season.
Right, and I just heard from Pratt's that their peaches, that they're ready too. So, you know, so that's another thing we could do. Maybe we can go check that out too.
I would love to do that. Maybe not on a rainy day though. Mike said that he was standing out there with his camera with an umbrella over it, almost like a lightning rod in the middle of the field. I appreciate him doing that so we can get that beautiful blueberry video.
Well, I do too, and I think maybe he sampled some too. Most of these farms don't mind you sampling a few berries as you go down the line.
Yeah, it really is affordable too when you go.
Well, they're not necessarily going to be cheaper than what you see on special at some of the groceries, but it's the experience, and it's just fun. It's fun for families. It's fun to go stock up, and there's nothing like just eating one right there off the bush. It's just something special.
Great way
that.
for kids to learn about where their food comes from too.
That's right.
And to appreciate our local farmers. All right, if you want to find out more about all of those things, you can go to our website at newschannel5.com. Also check out pick10products.org for a link to all of those farms. Over 80 of them. That's hard to believe. Thanks so much, Mary.
Thanks. Stay cheap.